All right, so Josh, educate us about Christmas. So many people think they know the purpose or where the holiday came from, but tell us about Christmas theologically.
Absolutely.
How does this knowledge impact the way our professors educate our students?
Absolutely. So Christmas truly starts in the book of John. And most people are scratching their heads. If you've been through your gospel classes, you know John doesn't have a birth narrative. Mm-hmm. Matthew and Luke do. Well, the reason it starts in John is Christmas is truly about the incarnation. Mm-hmm. It is about Christ taking on human flesh. Mm-hmm. So in John chapter 1, the Word, the Logos, has been since the beginning of time and outside of time, talking about Christ. And so Christmas is literally the moment of the incarnation. When we talk about Christmas theologically, we're talking about the incarnation. It's the moment when the eternal Son of God, mm-hmm. second person of the Trinity, takes on human flesh. Yeah. And that begins in John 1:1, all the way to John 14. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us. So Christmas is not primarily about the holiday, mm-hmm. especially 2,000 years ago. People began celebrating the birth shortly after the death. They celebrated it. It's the miracle of God becoming man. So theologically, Christmas is rooted in promises that stretch all the way back to Genesis 3:15. Abraham believed God, and it was accounted to him righteousness. This idea that you have an issue, sin, mm-hmm. but God will send a Savior. Yeah. So we're going all the way back to that early in Genesis. Isaiah sharpens this promise in 7:14. A virgin shall conceive and give birth to a son, and you shall call his name Emmanuel. 9:6, for unto us a child is born. His name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, and etc. So in other words, Christmas is the moment where the Creator steps into his creation.
That's a good way to explain that, yeah.
It also has some good theological significance that Jesus was born in humility. So he's born in Bethlehem. That fulfills Micah chapter 5, verse 2. He's laid in a manger. You know, this kind of symbolizes God's salvation coming not through earthly power, but divine humility. And he's greeted by shepherds, those who were considered lowly and unclean by society. God reveals that his kingdom is for the lowly, the overlooked, the outsiders. Yeah. And so in teaching at Manna, this theology, it really should shape how we educate. That we don't just give students information, we show them how God stepped into human history. Yeah. Now they are called to step into their world with the same incarnational mindset. So you are stepping in to a ministry to serve, to protect, to help. Christmas reminds us that truth is meant to be embodied and help people, not just studied.